Hello everyone, my name is Vipra Joshi and I am an assistant professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management in Electrical Engineering Department. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on subject of electrical power generation. In this video, I will be explaining diesel power plant and non-conventional energy resource. This is unit 3rd topic of 6th semester in electrical engineering branch. Diesel engine. Diesel engine convert the mechanical energy of the fuel into a thermal energy. The diesel burns inside the engine and the product of this combustion act as a working fluid to produce a mechanical energy. And then diesel engine drives the alternator which convert mechanical energy into a electrical energy. By this we can get from diesel to electrical energy. Diesel engine power plant in the range of 2 to 15 megawatt capacity and are used as a central station for small supply authorities. These are the plant system which consist in the diesel power plant. First, fuel supply system, second, air intake system and exhaust system, cooling system, lubricating system and engine starting system. First, fuel supply system. It consists storage tank and fuel transfer pump, and from the storage tank oil is pumped to the smaller oil tank at daily or short basis interval. The clean oil is injected into the engine by the injection pump. Second is exhaust system. This system leads the engine exhaust gases outside the building and discharge it into the atmosphere. For discharging into the atmosphere, it is used the silencer. If we do not use the silencer, then the noise level is high. So if a silencer is usually incorporate in the system to reduce the noise level. Third is cooling system. Cooling system of a water source and pump and cooling tower. There are three main system which consist for the cooling system is water source, pump and cooling tower. The water takes away from the engine and itself become hot. The hot water is cooled by the cooling tower and recirculate for cooling. Because our system is heated up, so there is the need for cooling system. So for the cooling system we use water and lubricant oil. Next is lubricating system. In this system, oil is drawn from the lubricant oil tank by the pump and then it passes to the filter to remove the impurities of the oil. The clean lubricant oil is delivered to the points which require lubrication. Here we use oil for the cooling purpose. Next is engine starting system. Diesel engine is not self-starting, so here The need for starting the engine. This is an arrangement to rotate the engine initially while starting until firing start and unit runs with its own proper. Compressed air is used for the starting the engine. Now we will discuss on working of diesel power plant. Diesel power plant runs on the principle of compression injection engine. It means that air is compressed and fuel is injected in the system. This is a diesel engine. This is a diesel engine. And this is a fuel tank. At first, from here, this fuel is first filtered and then it is injected and passed to the diesel engine. This fuel is first filtered and then it is injected to the diesel engine. And now air from the atmosphere is taken. We can see that here this is air. So the air from the atmosphere is taken and then it is filtered here to avoid any dust particles. Then it is compressed and then given to the diesel engine. So here two things we are supplied, first fuel and second is air. And we can see that here diesel engine coupled to the generator or alternator. So alternator gives the electricity. And we can see that here the exhaust system, we exhaust gases pass through the respirator system and then through the silencer. If we pass exhaust gases directly, then system becomes so noisy. So to avoid that, it is passed to the silencer and then they are released to the atmosphere. Here diesel engine is heated up. So we need to put some cooling system for the diesel engine. We can see that here this is cooling system. So here lubricant used for the cooling of the diesel engine is lubrication oil. It is good insulator and as well as the thermal conductivity of this lubricant oil is very high. This heat and if we use lubricant oil and water cooling, the heat is spread evenly in this system. Then diesel engine remains cool. So if we see that here lubricant oil is first pumped and then it filtered. By here a hot lubricant oil come here. If we see that this lubricant oil at first pump and then passed through the filters and hot oil is come here, and then here the hot oil become cool and then pumped back to the lubricant tank. So by this we can cool the diesel engine. And again there is a cycle for reuse the oil, lubricant oil. and diesel engine are not a self-starting, so we put here a air starter for the starting. This is air tank and air for the starting injected to the diesel engine. By this, the turbines on the diesel engine rotate by the pressure of air. This is the working of diesel engine power plant. At first, we will discuss advantage for the diesel power plant. This is a simple power plant in design and it required very small space. And thermal efficiency of this power plant is high. It can also be stopped as when it is required. And we can say that the stopping smaller size diesel power plant station is very easier from the starting, because this diesel power plant is not self-starting, we know that. So the starting method is complex and stopping method is easy, and it require less operating staff, and it require less quantity of water for cooling, and the overall cost is much less than the steam power station of the same capacity. And the another advantage is it can locate it at any place, and it can start it quickly and can pick up load in the short time. Disadvantage of diesel power plant: cost of lubricant is high and maintenance is quite complex and cost high. The power plant is generally used to produce a small power requirement. It is not used for the long power generation. And the plant does not work properly under the overload condition for the long period. It is only work properly for the short period. If long period are there, the power plant does not work properly. And the cost of lubricant oil is high. These are the disadvantages for the diesel engine power plant. Now, the next topic is non-conventional energy resource. These sources of energy are renewable and pollution free and eco-friendly source. We can say these sources are eco-friendly source. These are called the renewable sources of energy also. These are the source which can be regenerated again and again. We can say that their supply is unlimited, and this source constitute like wind energy, solar energy and power energy. Let us consider environment as a source. Here, the energy from the environment either we directly use and either we used indirectly. Firstly, if we convert this energy to the another form of energy by use some device like solar panel and other things. So by this we can use the energy of sources indirectly to the other energy sources. Then it is transferred for the further use. So natural resource like wind, tidal, solar, biomass, these generate electricity. These are the non-conventional energy resource, and these are pollution free and clean the environment without any wastage. Why do we need non-conventional energy resource? We know that the population depend more and more on the fossil fuels such as coal, oil and gas day by day. So there is a need to secure the energy supply for the future use, because the prices of gas and oil keeping rising day by day. So for this we use non-conventional energy resource which is renewable and pollution free. Non-conventional energy resource consist of solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, geothermal energy and biomass energy. We know that in solar energy uh, we convert the energy of slow solar to the electrical energy. The sun is primary source of energy, and heat energy by the sun radiated focused over a small area by means of some reflectors, and then thus this heat can be used to rise the steam and generate electrical energy with the combination of turbine alternator, but they require large area and it cannot be used in the cloudy days and in the night hours. So this method is uneconomical method. And other example is wind energy. We know that wind energy is used to run the windmill which drives a small generator, but there is some disadvantage. The output of wind mills is variable and unreliable, and small power generated by the wind energy. And the another example is tidal, geothermal energy, biomass energy. Biomass energy, uh, in this biomass energy we can get energy from the wastage. So these are the example of non-conventional energy resource, and further in the next video we will discuss detailed study on these resources. Thank you.